Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Way Podcast, where we talk about Yahweh and how to live life His way. My name is Victoria, and I am back with another episode. Before we get into the episode, please like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave me 5 stars on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to. Thank you so much for listening. And let's get started. All right, y'all. This is going to be a quickie. So, first of all, I need to apologize for my looks. I literally look as bad as I feel as bad as I look. If you don't know anything about me, I live in Georgia. Okay? I live in Atlanta, Georgia. First of all, let me just give y'all a little insight on me. I have horrible allergies in the spring and the fall. So, but the spring is like 50 million times worse than the fall. And I just struggle a lot during this time of the year. I'm sneezing, my eyes are irritated, my throat is constantly itching, and I also have breathing problems. So this past weekend, I almost had to go to the ER because my breathing problems got really bad. And like, basically, if I'm outside for too long in the springtime, my allergies will flare up on the inside because I already have like asthma. I don't have the best breathing setup on the inside. So when the pollen, you add on the pollen, it just like cakes onto my lungs and it closes up my airways and I literally cannot breathe. So if I'm outside for way too long. So on Saturday, I was out with friends all day celebrating a friend's birthday. And that night I woke up, all my airways were closed. And I used to have to go to the ER all the time when I was younger for this issue. But we have learned as an adult how to open up my airways when this happened. So I don't have to go to the ER as much, but I didn't think I was going to be able to open them myself on Saturday. So I almost had to go to the ER. So anyways, I had work today and I left work. I had to leave work early because I was so down bad. Like my eyes were swollen shut. They were red, itchy, irritated. And so that is just why I look so bad right now. I don't have on any makeup. I literally have on my skincare ready for bed. My contacts are not in. I just look rough. I feel as bad as I look. So that's just the excuse for the look. So just go on the podcasting platform, listen to the audio. Don't hit the YouTube. Okay. Anyways, what are we talking about today? So we're talking about, I don't know what the title of this episode is going to be. We're just going to have a conversation because this conversation sparked the other day when I was talking to a friend. And I feel like this is something that's not talked about enough. So we're talking about squeezing God into your will, or how to discern bare minimum not from God, but like discern bare minimum versus God. Because God is not going to give you bare minimum anything. But a lot of times we are accepting and handling the bare minimum because we want something so bad that we're willing to leave God out. The 3 examples that I'm using are in dating, in friendships, and in opportunities. Let's go with dating. Let's do dating first. I feel like that is just the thing that people can relate to the most. Let me just lay it on the table, crystal clear. The thing I look for in dating, Victoria personally, looks, character, personality. That's it. Those are the 3 things. That is my checklist. I wouldn't say I've dated a lot, but I mean, low key, I've dated a lot. But not in like that just sounds bad. Not in like what's the word? I don't want to say HOE. What's the Christian term? Not in like there's literally no nice term to use. Not in the you know what way. Just in a, just a way. I can't explain it. The 3 things I look for in a guy that I am interested in romantically: looks, personality, and character. Those are the 3 things. Sorry, y'all. I literally keep having to like pause and itch my nose because my allergies are so bad, bro. Like, God, please help me. I've literally prayed ever since I was a little girl that God would take away my allergies, but it's just not happening. Anyways, so I look for looks, character, personality. And if I don't continue on a dating whatever, it's because one of those three are not there for me. He either doesn't have the looks and he has the other two, or he does have the personality, but he doesn't have the other two, or he has the character, but he doesn't have the other two. Or he can have two of the three. Either way, I'm settling because I always find myself making excuses. When he doesn't have the looks, but he has the personality and the character, I'm like, well, I can literally hear myself now and every other girl I know. Well, he's nice, like he loves the Lord, like, and it's just like, ugh. And you're literally trying to convince yourself that you're going to continue on because, well, he's nice and he loves God, which is the personality and the character, right? Say that he has the looks and the personality, but he doesn't have the character. Then I can hear us going, well, I mean, he's so cute and I love his personality. Like, he's so funny. His relationship with God can be better, but like, oh, there's potential there. Like, he goes to church or like he's like, we could just pray and, you just start, and it's just like, okay, here you go again. You're settling because he's cute and he's funny, but there's no fruit. There's no fruit from the Lord. So here you go, just settling, Then say he has the looks and the character, but doesn't have the personality. Then we start, well, he's cute. He loves God, but he's just so boring. But, he loves God, so it's fine. Like, I can just, like, he just literally has no personality. And so here you go, oh, well, but he has these other things. And it's never like a say it with your chest. You're never saying it with your chest, like, because you're settling. And so those are the three things that I look for. And I know a lot of my friends look for in dating. And a lot of times when we are so desperate for a man that we know is not sent from God, we go, well, he has this thing, but girl, that is not your man. Send him off. Let God lead him to the woman he is called to be with. It ain't you. I'm sorry. He could be cute. He could have a nice personality, but he doesn't love God. He could have a nice personality. He could have the character, but he ain't cute. He could have a good personality and the character, but is literally as boring as a freaking doorknob. There is somebody for everybody, and that person is not for you. But stop trying to squeeze God into it like, oh, well, let's just pray. I mean, finding a nice guy is hard enough. So no, girl, that is squeezing God into your will. That is not God's will for you. You need to let him go. This is why you have no peace. This is why you're making excuses. This is why he's a potential and he's not all of it, because God does not send potential. He sends the real deal. Okay. It's like literally Satan sending counterfeits to you. Satan's not going to send a counterfeit. Oh, no. Satan will send a counterfeit man to you. And anytime it is a counterfeit, you will find yourself making excuses for this man. Well, maybe one day he'll like, yeah, this is a big one with the looks. And this is why I say this with my chest, and I say this firmly. I will never do this. When the guy doesn't have the looks, well, you turn him into a project. Well, anytime you get him a gift, just get him like the way you want him to dress. Like, get him this type of shirt, because this is how I want my man to look. I'll just get him this, or the type of pants, or if I want him to be a sneakerhead, I'll just get him sneakers for, like, literally trying to transform this man into looking exactly how you want to look. Y'all, just send him off, because the man is not going to like that. You're not going to like that. At the end of the day, you're trying to transform this man to look a certain type of way that you want him to look when he wasn't your type to begin with. And again, that's a counterfeit. What is a counterfeit? Literally, let me look up the definition of a counterfeit, because I'm feeling the Holy Spirit on this word. Oh my, this is powerful. The definition of a counterfeit: made in exact imitation of something valuable or important with the intention to deceive or defraud. That is exactly what you are creating for yourself. And what did I just say? Satan sends counterfeits, does he not? So anyways, y'all, stop trying to get a boy that doesn't look the way you want him to look. And then in your head, you're immediately making a game plan of trying to transform the way that this man looks. And this is counter to a lot of Christian dating platforms and pastors and don't even get me started on the pastors that have been married for 27 years got married at 19 and now they're 50 trying to preach to us about dating and how the looks don't matter and the personality doesn't matter. Does he love God? Date him. Find the godliest person you know. Date him. That is the biggest load of BS. Can I say BS? Whatever. That is the biggest load of bull crap I've literally ever heard. And no. Do y'all know how I have so many guy friends, and when I tell y'all I love these men to death, do y'all know how many godly men I know and are friends with that I would never in a million years date because that is not my person. We are not compatible. We're compatible in friendship, but like romantically, we're not compatible. So I'm not going to push him into dating me because he's the godliest guy I know. So if y'all hear any Christian advice out there from any people on Christian platforms, find the godliest person you know and just date them. That's why we're all single. Y'all are looking for the best looking person. No, you're not looking for the best looking person. You're looking for a person you're attracted to. And so, no, don't go date the godliest person you know. First of all, if you are a woman, you wait to be pursued because he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And if you are a man, you go and pursue a woman that you feel a conviction to go after from the Holy Spirit. And I don't think God would send you after someone that you are not compatible with, that you are not attracted to, and that has a boring personality. And people with boring personalities tend to mesh well with other people with boring personalities. So again, even if you do have a boring personality, there's someone for everyone. So everyone wins. You know what I'm saying? And I know not everyone is called to marriage. Not everyone's going to be married. There's people called to singleness. I know all the Christianese. But 99% of y'all are going to get married and y'all have a mate, whatever. Find him, find her, and stop settling for these ranky-dank boys that do not fit in God's will. And you're so desperate at this point. And trust me, I'm preaching to the choir. Let me tell y'all something. If we're being real, I recently met a guy. Beautiful man. When I tell y'all my type to a freaking T, bro, oh my gosh, he was beautiful. He was so tall. He had the build and he loves the Lord. He's always in church, literally a beautiful man. I met him, personality of a freaking noodle, uncooked noodle, just a straight noodle with no freaking seasoning, even water, boiled water around it. Just a straight little noodle, literally picture a noodle that you take out. Literally the worst personality I ever met. And it was so disappointing. I got very sad. But that beautiful man is going to be another woman's husband, not mine. And that's okay. And you know what? We wait. We continue to wait. Because I do not believe that beautiful man was for me. And that's fine, y'all. And so I'm saying, and again, there's nothing wrong with having a noodle personality. I don't know if that was rude. I'm just trying to be real. He was still a great guy. He had the looks, had the character, did not have the personality. Anyways, all I'm saying is, y'all, just wait for that. You're going to know. I am a firm believer in when you know, because I have numerous of cases of, or when it ain't it. So I know when the guy comes, that is it. I'm going to know when I know. He's going to know too. You know what I'm saying? And so just wait it out. Stop settling for dating these people that you don't actually really want to date because you're desperate. Just wait. That was literally almost a whole episode. Okay, moving on to friendships. This one's a little bit more complex because the older I get, the more I'm like, okay, friends are here for a season. And some are here for a while. Some aren't, they come and go. Friends are so fleeting. It's literally not even funny. I did this at the beginning towards the end of 2023. I reevaluated all of my friendships. And I'm like, God, listen, which one of these people ain't coming into 2024? Because I don't have the time. 2023 exposed just some not good people, not good friends in my life. And don't y'all go guessing who, because I guarantee y'all don't know who it is. Y'all don't know these people. But I had to leave some people in 2023. Long story short. And I think a lot of us settle for bare minimum friendships because we're so desperate for friends. And we're just like, oh, well, she's nice. And I'm guilty. I want y'all to know everything that I am telling y'all, I am guilty of. Okay. So don't for a second think Victoria knows best or knows all. She's perfect. No, I've literally made all of these mistakes. Anyways, the friends. Oh, she's nice. She's a nice girl. She's someone to hang out with. There's no fruit. It's the same as a relationship. This person exuberates no fruit of the Holy Spirit. She does not challenge you. She does not push you. She is just a body to be near you, to hang out with when you are lonely. That's it. So you're settling for a bare minimum friend. When it comes to friendships as well, I have a whole episode on friendships, but there are different categories of friendships too. Like there are those people that you disciple and just do life with who are a little bit behind you. There are the ones who are running the race next to you and they are sharpening you. Y'all are challenging each other. Y'all are running the race together. And then there are some friends that are ahead of you. Maybe in spiritually, it could be seasonally. They could be married. They could be having kids. Like there's different categories of friends. But when it comes to friends, I think a good measurement is there like a connection? Like, do we have anything in common, and are they making me a better person? Unless it is somebody behind you that you're discipling and doing life with in a mentor-ish, disciple-ish way. That's a little bit different. I'm talking about the ones horizontal and the ones ahead. Are they making you better people? Are they making you a better Jesus follower? Are they convicting you of the things that you are doing? Like, are they challenging you? You know, and so, but here's the thing. I've learned in friendships, and this is why I cherish my friendships so much right now, like all the people in my circle right now. I love these people to death. And not only do they challenge me, not only do they push me, but we have things in common. Like we like the same things. We like the same shows. We play the same sports. I play pickleball with so many of my friends. And we break bread together. Like I cannot explain it to you. There's a connection that with all of my friends in my season right now, in my life right now, that I've had here and there with other friendships in past seasons, because I've settled on friendships. Well, this person's funny and nice and we go to church together, so why not be friends? But we hang out, there's nothing to talk about because we have nothing in common. And so again, like I know there's so many people in my DMs that tell me they pray and pray and pray for community, right? Which I get it. It's hard being a Christian out here and having no friends. But also, y'all, sift through the friends that are not from God. Like, please, like, not every Christian is sent from God to be your friend. And so I have ran into some bad eggs. Can I please, let me just scream that from the rooftops. I have ran into some bad eggs. Because I'm like, well, this person's nice and kind of cool. And, you know, I think they're from the Lord. So let's go. And burned me. And so I don't want y'all to have to go through that. And so again, I know y'all are praying for community, but don't start like, well, this person's nice and goes to church. Like, man, why not? Like anytime you get that little, like convincing little whiny voice, you know it's not God's will for you. Because you're starting to make excuses for your will. This friend is not from God. This friend is bringing you down. This friend gossips 24/7. This friend never makes you smile. This friend is a narcissist. This friend literally, but they love the Lord. But they love the Lord. Girl, that's not your friend. Okay? That wasn't a friend sent by the Lord. That's your will seeping in, trying to make this friend fit, but it's not God. Do you see the pattern? Well, she's nice and pretty. We can take cute pictures together. No. Please sift through the friends that are not supposed to be there. And here's another one. There's a lot of people I've settled for too in friendships because of proximity. Well, we serve on the same team together, so we can be friends. No, like, now again, be nice to everyone, be cordial to everyone, be kind to everyone. Ask everyone, hey, how are you doing? How's your life? What updates? Oh, good to see you. Keep it pushing. But I'm talking about there is a difference between that pool of people and the people you do life with. Like, I'm talking about you're breaking bread. They're in your home. You're hanging out with them. They're on the calendar. Like, those people are the ones that you have to be careful with and sift through and discern who are from God. But be kind to everyone. And so don't be friends with people just by proximity. If there's no connection, deeper connection, then I love God, but they like XYZ and you like ABC. There's no commonality, nothing to talk about. Be cordial, but let them go find their little group. You find your group. But just don't settle for people who are nice and Christian because you're lonely. And then the last category, opportunity. I had a conversation with someone the other day. An opportunity came their way and I told them to pray about it. And they said, why would I pray about it? What do you mean, why would you pray about it? Because you're supposed to pray through every open door and through every opportunity because all of it is not from God. Shall we go back to the definition of counterfeit? There are so many opportunities that we get that come our way. And a lot of times it is a test from him. He might allow the open door, but it's not God. You know what I'm saying? And so opportunity comes your way. Well, this is a 6-figure opportunity. You know, I mean, this sounds really sounds good on paper, but you have no peace in your spirit because that's probably not an opportunity from God. And here you are, well, that whiny voice comes in your head trying to convince you. Do you know what I hear when I do that convincing little whiny voice? I hear Satan. That's exactly who I hear. Because he is the one that's like, well, it's not the best opportunity, but I mean, it's 6 figures. So, well, I don't know if this is God, but like it's Satan gaslighting you and deceiving you. Again, if you haven't listened to my whole series of schemes of the enemy, go back and listen to that whole thing because that's exactly what I hear. And you get an opportunity and it like you have no peace, but it's a good opportunity on paper. You have no clarity, but it's a good opportunity on paper. You have more confusion than ever, but it's a good opportunity on paper. You're trying to squeeze God into your will by literally trying to convince yourself that this opportunity is from God because it sounds good, but it's actually not from God at all. So don't go trying to squeeze God in your will there either. Well, I mean, it's an upgrade from where I am now. It has to be from God, right? Any question in there, that's probably not God. And let me tell you, I'm speaking from experience because there have been times where offers have come on the table for me where I'm like, this has to be the answered prayer. Like this has to be God. And I have had no peace and I've literally turned it down. And people around me, my family who's praying with me, friends praying with me are mad at me. Victoria, why would you turn that down? It was not from God. I felt no peace at all. And that's another thing. Be careful who you tell. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Don't let everybody know about opportunities. Sit with God first. Then seek wisdom from people you trust that has the Holy Spirit. And then proceed. But stop telling everybody and then letting their voices get in your ear that ain't even from the Holy Spirit. And so again, every opportunity is not from God. Like it could literally be a ministry opportunity. This church wants you to come speak and God is telling you no, but you're like, well, the calling of speaking is on my life and it's a church and like why wouldn't I go? Because God is telling you not to go. This is why you have no peace. This is why you're questioning if you should go or not. And so again, y'all, not every opportunity is from God. So do not try to fit God in places that he is not. I even heard Jackie Hill Perry talking about this one time, a long time ago, about how she got this crazy opportunity and the Holy Spirit told her no. And then she literally said people around her disagreed with her after she had already went away with God. God gave her direction. Then she told her people, God said no. And people were upset with her. But at the end of the day, she had already told the people no because God told her no. Then she went to others to let them know, this is what happened. This is the decision. But God told me, so I don't care what y'all have to say. You know what I'm saying? And so, y'all, I say this with so much warning. Please pray with God. Every opportunity you get, even if it's a Jesus opportunity, a job opportunity, a ministry opportunity, literally any opportunity you get, y'all, pray through every open door. Invite God into every step and let him tell you no. And let him tell you yes. It's not always going to be a no. He'll give you peace that surpasses understanding when it's a yes. There have been so many crazy decisions I have brought God in on, and God told me proceed. And I'm like, God, this is crazy. But I never have been more excited and more at peace because I know God is with me. And so that's the last category, y'all. Stop getting opportunities and be like, well, I don't know if this is God, but the money is increasing. The benefits are increasing. I get to move to a cool city, but I get to meet all these fun people, but it's networking. Y'all, if God's saying no, do not ignore him and do not do your will, but do his will. All right, y'all. And that's the end of this episode. Thank you for making it to the end. If you made it this far, like and subscribe, leave me 5 stars, and I will talk to y'all next week. Bye.